vision. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You were always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my whole cognition.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go, here in Baltimore. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Stroud. He'll find his tight end, Josh Oliver.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. He'll let one go down the middle. And he will go all the way. Go Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. Touchdown number 9 for the year. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. 2nd play of the game, big touchdown, they strike first.
Next to score, Texans 7, Ravens 11.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Watson going to throw right away. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. He'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. Try to pick this one up on the ground. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Raven 1st down.
Over the last couple years, Mike, we've seen the trend in the NFL is that 3rd down has really become a passing down, but not here. Not for this team. They keep the ball on the ground. They're able to pick up a big gain. Fresh set of downs.
And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Watson. Short pass taken in by the tight end. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, here's Watson. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that will be a bit of a letdown.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On 3rd down, we'll try to get it on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Right back to him on 1st down. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Watson. Inside the 10, it is caught. Out of bounds, but in business. They mark him down near the 2. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get stopped in the backfield. They'll take him down at the 3-yard line.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage. And that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Backed up to the 3. It's 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Baltimore.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game. And you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop. And they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed. Like, the opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough, and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
A 2nd down throw for Stroud. That'll be taken in by Mixon. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. Third and a yard. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Dell motioning over. And now the first carry for Joe Mixon. And he is tough to bring down. Finally, the defense gets him on the ground. It'll be no gain on that one.
This play right here is just a clear example of just how hard it is to bring this back down. Like, I mean, he had to break multiple tackles just to get back to the original line of scrimmage. But give credit to the defense. They kept bringing bodies at him, and they're eventually able to get him down for no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. This one complete to Oliver. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play.
That's the end of the 1st quarter.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for this with Mixon. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Joe Mixon Touchdown, Texans. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. They'll run here with Mixon. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
In motion now, it's Collins. They look to run with Mixon. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal. They'll go with the sneak. And he will drive his way into the end zone. C.J. Stroud. Touchdown, Houston. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. Off play action. Here's Watson. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. That one's good for 29.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
Here's a second and 9. They'll stick with him again. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 6.
Shotgun snap to Watson. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. He'll get this out to the left flat. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Touchdown, Ravens. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 17 and 18 on the year. Extra point try now for Tucker. The kick is good. And the Ravens will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
On 2nd down, Stroud. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Here's Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now a give up the middle. And he'll drive this one forward down to the 36. Christian Harris there on the stop. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. It's Watson out of the pistol. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get that to Tez Walker. And 3rd down coming up.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. To throw is Watson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Kalen Bullock. And the Texans are going to get the football at their own 23.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. To throw, it's Stroud. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Stroud. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
All right, so that's consecutive drives now. You've come out here and thrown interceptions. I think at this point, Mike, it's time to run the ball. It's time to give this offense a little bit of a reset, settle this quarterback down. And if nothing else, let's cool off this secondary. They are flying to the ball. They are taking chance after chance. Let's remove them from the defense for a while, make them defend the run, and let's get our offense back on track.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. A carry now for Edmonds. And he's going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back and forth first half. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Now first carry here for Keaton Mitchell. He's going nowhere, losing yardage on that play.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
The run game not helping him out those last 2 plays, thus 3rd and 16. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell.
No real surprise here, Mike. I think with the way their defense is playing, they decide to just play it safe, short run, get the ball a little bit closer for their kicker here on 4th down, and just make sure they end this drive with points.
Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens move out in front. The new score, 17-14.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On 1st down, it's Stroud. Quick throw, taken in. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Now, Stroud. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. In motion comes Walker. Watson now on 1st down. A ball deep for the end zone. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
They'll run it here with Edmonds. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. On the ground is Edmonds. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
With the score, Ravens 17, Texans 14.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Off the bootleg, here's Watson. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. That pass play good for 22. First down, Baltimore.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
Here's 2nd and 6. Now Watson. That's to the middle of the field and caught by Walker. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. A give up the middle for Mitchell. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll go again with Mitchell. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Watson. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Texans are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. I mean, you're not going to get away with it at this level.
On 1st down, they'll start with Mixon. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Stroud to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. He's got his man. That's Nico Collins. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 33 yards.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
Here's a run. Marked down at the 6. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Dell motioning over. Again, it'll be Mixon. And some space opening up as he works it down to the 2. Third and goal. He'll try and run with Mixon. And he's going nowhere on this one. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it is 4th and goal.
That 3rd down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's 3rd down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have 4th down in our back pocket. But now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now?
So a field goal here would tie the game, but the kicking unit stays on the sideline. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Try to get him to jump. Did not work. Good job by the defense to stay disciplined. It's a delay again. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Elliott's kick is good. And the Texans have tied it at 17.
So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive. But when you find yourself down 3 here in the second half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up. And they were able to do that here.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
On first down, Watson. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better field for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
A give to Mitchell. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and third down coming up.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Here's a third down and 4. Now Mitchell. And this defense holds its ground. They stop him for no gain. And fourth down's coming up.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at their line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
Out is Justin Tucker to try the field goal. This will be a 48-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Ravens move out in front 20-17.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. This one complete to Oliver. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
Stroud to throw here on first down. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. And he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Now Stroud. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Nowhere to run that time. Hunt team got down there quickly, and they're going to stop him back inside the 10-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Watson. A pass right side going to be taken in by Walker. So these teams trade field goals in the 3rd as we come to the end of the quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 7. Trying the left side, here's Mitchell. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
The game of Braves brings up 3rd and 84.
It's Watson out of the pistol. That one underneath to Mitchell. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Only need a yard, and it's 4th down. They'll go. It's Mitchell. 1st down and more past the 30. They get 18 yards on 4th down and a fresh set of downs.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a 1-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Another run here with Mitchell. Well, they weren't going to get him the 2nd time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. To the right side here, pass is caught. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
Returnable from the 17. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Stroud. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
On 2nd down, Stroud.
What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Now, Stroud. That's into the hands of Dell on the right side. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
The Texans set to punt this one away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. They'll start this on the ground with Mitchell. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Off play action, here's Watson. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Christian Harris.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Dell motioning over. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. To throw, it's Stroud. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Third down and 9. And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay. So, after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Stroud going to set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
On 1st down, it's Stroud. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They send the tight end in motion. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the 4th quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. Tight end going in motion here. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency efficiency of this offense, and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Defense has to play smart, avoid a penalty on 4th and long. And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game. Here we go. This is 4th down. Stroud to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll drop to throw. Catch made there, left side by Walker. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
They'll run it over center with Mitchell. And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, right back to Mitchell. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, a run with Mitchell. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd, as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this 4th quarter. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. A give left side for Mitchell. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here, and they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Ravens sending the punt team out there as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Stroud. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder